In the first scene, two Singaporean people, Lee and Taufik, are waiting for their American counterpart Bruce. Let's see what happened.
Hey guys, hello. Hope I'm not late.
We're happy to have you here.
I went to this restaurant down the street, Blue Cozina. I got a terrible meal there, so I had to go to Big Mac to have a burger.
That's my favorite restaurant.
The food is not great, but at least the nightlife is very good here.
I take it you're not married?
Yeah, I'm not married, and I don't want to get married until I'm 42. This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Okay. Let's get down to business.
Oh, wait, do you guys know Tom Brady?
Is he your business partner?
No, he's a football player. So he's married to this smoking hottie, Giselle Bunsen. She's a Brazilian model. So he recently signed a 2-year contract, and he's signed until 42.
Okay. So let's get down to business now.
Let's discuss what went wrong in this meeting. The first culturally insensitive act in this business scenario is Bruce walking in late and underdressed for the meeting. Although he is apologetic, the apology proves to be an empty one after he insults their local cuisine and opts to get a Big Mac over being punctual. Punctuality is more important in Singapore than many other Asian countries. Typical greetings often center around food, family, and the region's sports, but Bruce misses the mark on all three of these. In addition to insulting Lee's favorite restaurant, he shows a general disinterest in family and a complete lack of understanding when he brings up American football. Being unmarried at 30 in Singapore is taboo, and the country's most popular sports are soccer, supercar motorsports, basketball, and others, but not American football. Bruce should focus on being punctual, dressing correctly, and focusing on topics that are more acceptable to begin this meeting. Let's see what a more appropriate greeting looks like.
That's a great picture.
Yeah.
Hello guys.
Hello.
I'm a couple minutes early. Hope you guys don't mind.
No, that's quite alright. We're happy to have you here.
Thank you. It's a lovely opportunity to actually discuss with you and speak with you guys. Singapore has been a very pleasant experience for me so far. I just had a meal at Blue Cozina, an authentic Singaporean restaurant down the street. The best meal of my life.
That's actually one of my favorite restaurants here.
In fact, mine too. I'm glad you're having a good time over here.
My good time here is just starting. I have these tickets to Huang United match tonight. In fact, I have some extras if you guys like to join me.
Wow, I've been a fan since I was a kid actually.
Awesome, they're yours then. It will be a great opportunity to get to know each other. Let's discuss some business now.
Sure.
Absolutely. We've been very excited about your proposals, and we would like to know more about your cost-cutting technologies so that we can beat our competition.
Our R&D team has been hands-on at work just to customize our solution to your team. I would like to discuss some of the recent updates they have made.
The second act is a continuation of the previous situation. Here, we address the issues of talking down to superiors. Let's take a look.
As you can see, we are a little behind the schedule in preparing the specifications for you.
What is the reason for this? I thought we had a plan to mitigate this kind of risk.
So our director of R&D is really underperforming. He doesn't know what he's doing right now. Actually, he's my boss. But he constantly, repeatedly keeps on saying that we have to outsource this part of the project. But this is the most irritating thing in my firm. They give way too much importance for experience. They don't give enough room for the youngsters to actually go and perform.
Maybe he sees something that we don't.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. But can we talk some numbers?
Yes, we can talk some initial numbers, but I have to let you know that we have to talk to our superiors first before we get over this hurdle.
Can't you just make a decision? I mean, you guys have been my point of contact so far.
We can make recommendations, but we still have to talk to our boss before we come to a final decision.
Again, what does they know? You guys maybe know better than them.
Actually, they know pretty much, and in fact, even we have some concerns with this solution.
Okay, you guys will be actually very surprised to see how less we have priced it for you.
44 million?
In this scenario, Bruce makes another set of mistakes, beginning with his criticism of his R&D director. Singapore residents place a large emphasis on hierarchy, respect of elders, and saving face. Criticizing others in business is frowned upon in Singapore, especially when the criticism is so arrogant and aggressive. Regardless of whether the director of R&D is underperforming, Bruce should be respectful when speaking about his boss. This would show respect for hierarchy and elders. As the discussion continues, Bruce is dismissive of Lee and Hidayat's boss when he is told that a decision cannot be made without his approval. Also, he makes an insulting comment about circumventing the approval process. This shows more lack of respect for authority and an aggressive disposition, neither of which is acceptable in Singapore's business interactions. Finally, the number 4 signifies bad luck in Singapore. Bruce's bid of $44 million would therefore be unacceptable. Let's see what would happen if he acted more appropriately.
As you can see, we are a little behind the schedule to get your specifications ready.
What is the reason for this? I thought we had a plan in place to mitigate this kind of risk.
Recently, we had some development issues, and our R&D director thinks that we should outsource this part of the project.
Do you agree with this opinion?
Personally, I don't, but a little more research needs to be done, whether he is right or not. He has 30 years of experience in this industry, and maybe he is seeing some of the roadblocks that I don't anticipate right now.
That should be acceptable. We expect the project to get delayed by 3 months. Would you be able to fit your project into this schedule?
Yes, I think we can accommodate that timeline, and also the monthly meetings between our R&D director and you guys would be helpful for both of us. You could also bring your bosses along if you like.
Yes, I think that's a great idea. Although we have been your primary point of contact, if you have a boss in these meetings, I think he can bring up some questions that we do not see.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they are the final decision makers, so it will make the process easy.
That's great. I have some of the our initial bid with me right now. Would you like to take a look at it?
Sure. $33 million?
That's a good number. I think that is pretty reasonable, and as long as we can fix the functionality issue, my boss will be very glad to get this done.
Awesome.
In the third scene, we address the issues of hierarchy and business card sharing protocol. To give a little background about the scenario, Lee is waiting for his American counterparts John and Bruce. John is the superior and Bruce is his subordinate. Lee is Singaporean Chinese. Here's how the meeting went between them.
Hello there. I'm Bruce. Looks like we're on time.
Yes, you are. I'm Lee.
This is my boss, Chairman of Star Labs.
I'm John.
I'm Lee. How's your stay so far?
I like the weather over here. It's been pleasant, and it's predicted to be a sunny day. I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'm happy you found it pleasant.
I'm very excited about the opportunity we have here for both of us. Here's my card.
Thank you. Here's my card.
Can we talk business now? Can you take a look at the calibration report and specifications and the quotation of your particular accelerator?
Sure. Here are the reports that are ready for you.
Mr. Lee, this product looks very interesting and it's very promising as well. But we would like to see its operation directly. Could you arrange a trail run for us?
So usually we do not do trial runs here, but I'll see what I can do. I'll first have to talk to my superiors and get their approval. And you also have to understand that we'll be changing our settings based on your specifications for this equipment, and this is going to be like a costly procedure. And one other thing that you also have to understand is, because this is such a costly procedure, and if the trial is successful, we're going to assume you will go ahead and place the order for this equipment.
I mean, that's the plan for us right now. We are pretty confident.
Okay, so I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Singaporeans respect hierarchy a lot. Seating arrangements and meetings are done according to hierarchy. In our meeting, Bruce, after entering the room, took the best seat, but he should have waited for him to be shown his seat, or waited for John to take the best seat as John is his superior. Bruce's action in our meeting could have made Lee form an opinion that Bruce is impolite. Also, Singaporeans, Especially Chinese Singaporeans tend to shake their hands a little bit longer, and neither Bruce nor John were aware of that. John started small talk about the weather, but as many Americans like to talk about the weather, in most Asian countries, people only talk about weather if it's bad. John's lack of cultural knowledge is clearly evident. When exchanging business cards, Chinese Singaporeans offer their cards with both their hands extended with the print facing towards the receiver. Also, when they receive a business card, they examine it carefully before putting it inside a business card case. They believe that treating business cards with respect is indicative of how you will treat a relationship. Bruce and John's business card exchange etiquette is not according to those beliefs. When dealing with Chinese Singaporeans, it's suggested that you print one side of your business card in Mandarin in gold lettering. They believe that gold lettering is auspicious. Small actions like this might have made Lee comfortable in believing that John and Bruce are very considerate and serious about establishing a long-term relationship with Lee's firm. Finally, in Singapore, generally in a meeting, the person with the highest authority makes the final decision. However, in our meeting at the end, Bruce confirmed Star Labs' interest in the product. But Lee was waiting for John to affirm interest as well, and John did not respond. Had John responded, Lee would have been more confident about Star Labs' interests.